Hello and welcome, my plump pickles. We're back with some more BTD5 Deluxe. I've got a lot of requests to play some more Deluxe for you guys, and even for some of these maps that are available in other modes or different games, you guys still want to see them. So this is available in BTD5 co-op version, but we're going to play it single player on Deluxe. I know they were nice enough to do that for us. So my first tower is going to be the Engineer. Even if I can't fit it in the perfect spot, I can at least get it in like a reasonable spot over here, and we're ready to go. Alright, so I don't know if you guys know this or not, but BTD5 Deluxe has the same, kind of like the same thing as Flash, where the towers are kind of hard to fit them in the exact spots that you want to fit them in. And I actually kind of prefer that, even though it seems kind of silly that I would not want to be able to put my towers in the correct spot. It really limits the amount of spots that you can put things in, and makes the game a little bit tougher, and I think more interesting that way. Where in the mobile version, I could probably fit like 10 dart monkeys in this little spot right here and not really care where I put my towers. This is actually important for me to pay attention where I put my towers and how I fit them in there, and making sure I don't go crazy with that stuff. So beyond just talking about the game a little bit, I know you guys probably understand that this is BTD5 Deluxe, and we've played a lot of BTD5, and we probably will own this level, hopefully. I want to talk about something else which is kind of a little bit closer to my heart, I suppose. And also really, really interesting. I think this is probably one of the most interesting things I've talked about in a long time. So if you guys don't know this, Illinois / the Mississippi River has been getting overrun by these things called Asian carps. So if you guys don't know what an invasive species is, basically it's a species of animal that somehow magically outcompetes all of the animals in that area, and usually kind of just takes over the ecosystem. And these Asian carp are one of the worst ones. They eat pretty much everything, and they can kill all the little tiny fish. They basically break the ecosystem of wherever they go. And you know what? It's supposed to be like survival of the fittest, right? I mean, that's how we were taught in school, survival of the fittest. But these carp would not be able to travel tens of thousands or thousands of miles all the way across the oceans. You know, I think they're, for the most part, freshwater. I'm not entirely sure about that, but for the most part they're freshwater. So these freshwater fish would not be able to travel, through their Asian carp, through the oceans and like all the way over here. How did they get here? That's the ridiculous part. All you need is one pregnant female, and just bam shazam, you've unlocked hell right there. There's just tons of evil Asian carps flowing through our rivers and our lakes, and throwing through that gate into our food supply, and it's horrible. So what these things are doing is, like I said, they're destroying the ecosystem, and everybody hates them. They get to the point where they actually overrun the lakes, and all you can catch there are Asian carp, and nobody likes carp. Carp tastes bad. Nobody wants to eat carp for the most part. You don't want to eat carp. They're like the bad fish. Oh my god. Oh my god, there was an engineer up there? Where the heck was he? That was kind of awesome. But yeah. So anyways, I need to get more defense. We're already on round 15, but we're going to be struggling a little bit pretty darn soon here, guys. So let's pop another engineer down. I do like my engineers to start off this game. I absolutely do. Just want to pop this guy in here. Come on, come on, come on. Pretty much in the exact same spot as before. And just opposite spot over here. Obviously, these are really, really good spots because you hit them over here. You can hit them when they come back, and you can hit both sides too. So you can also probably pop one over here and over here as well, and they can still hit both sides. But obviously, this is just a slightly better spot. So we can go for sentry guns as well on here. So anyways, these Asian carps are basically evil. Nobody likes them. They're overrunning the ecosystem. And there's another crazy thing about them. If you run a motorboat or something, like you have a boat that has a motor on it, and you're riding through wherever these things are, they jump out of the water. They get attracted to the sound, I guess. So sometimes you actually get batted in the face by an Asian carp. I know, it's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oopsie daisies, sorry about that. I was checking something out really quick. My audio seemed a little bit messed up. So hopefully it should be a little bit more fixed. I made the audio a little bit too loud, and it makes it sound worse when it's too loud like that. So we're doing really, really good, but it's not going to last forever. I think I'm going to go for a double glue gunner very, very soon in here. I obviously have no camo detection. We're just going to road spike that first balloon on round 24. Camo balloon on round 24, and then we're going to get our glue gunners over here. So let's go glue gunner. Glue gunner. Them up both to 2-0. Like I said, we're gonna get that camo balloon taken care of right there. Put him on last, 2-1, and this guy as well up to 2-1. It's gonna take care of our lead problem, and hopefully help against all these other balloons as well. So yeah, these carp are evil and all that stuff. So anyways, what we're really worried about, they were traveling up the Mississippi River, basically. And, you know, anywhere that leads to the Mississippi River, which is a surprising amount of places. You wouldn't think about it, but, like, everywhere in, like, the Midwest, going all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico is like crazy. You know, you can get, like, anywhere from the Mississippi River. It's the frickin' Mississippi River, baby. It's the biggest river around. And, so basically these Asian carp are like swimming up it. They started kind of, you know, in the south down there, and they keep swimming up and up and up. And what everybody's really afraid of is that these Asian carp are going to get into the Great Lakes and do basically what they've been doing to these small ponds and into the Mississippi River, and basically taking over the lakes and destroying the ecosystem. So a lot of those big fish will not be able to get fish anymore. So we're not just talking about like, oh, well, it kind of sucks. I mean, you know, the people can't fish anymore, and well, that's not fun. But we're not talking about like, oh, just me and you going out and fishing and stuff. We're talking about people who make a living going out into Lake Michigan and fishing for their food and selling that stuff, like commercial fishing. And they're just kind of afraid that this is going to happen, and you know they're going to get in there and they're just going to take over. They're going to kill a ton of fish. If they don't kill all the fish, they're just going to cause mass havoc in the ecosystem, which obviously nobody. Oh man, are you kidding me? Oh my god, that was a really crazy road spike right there. Really crazy. Hopefully we can do it again here, guys. No, look at that. Oh my god, I road spiked again, I think. Holy crap, dude, those yellow balloons are redonkulous. So I'm going to go for another ninja, believe it or not. I just don't like what I just saw. I did not like it at all. So, I guess there's no camera detection. Yeah, there's no camera balloons coming till around 37, but I still just want another ninja. So there we go. Pop one of those guys down. Let's go for a little bit more. Just a little bit more banana farm action over here. As you can tell, though, Deluxe is a fairly difficult game overall, you know, obviously. It's just a little bit tougher. I'm used to the mobile version. The mobile version is definitely different than this game. I don't know what's so different about it, to be completely honest with you. It's just slightly harder. I guess my towers don't pop as many balloons. They don't shoot quite as fast. Just a mixture of weird little things like that just kind of combine together into making it a harder game. Alright, so yeah, like I said, everybody's worried about getting these things into the Great Lakes. So what are we doing? Well, first of all, they're like, okay, well, let's get rid of the freaking fishing ban on these guys. Just take care of them, man. Honestly, your job is to kill these Asian carp. Like, I usually am not a person that's like, oh, just kill them all. Just kill them all! But the Asian carp, we need to just kill them all, guys. They hurt everything about everything. So they can suck my balls, and we can kill them all. So kill all the Asian carp. Whenever you get the chance, guys, if you can catch an Asian carp, just make sure you don't put it back in the lake. Eat it, or crush it, or do whatever you need to do to make sure this guy does not go back and make the population even stronger. So let's get a monkey village over here. I'm going to get a monkey village, and we're going to start saving up for some pretty reasonably strong towers. So I'm thinking like a nice super monkey and maybe like a nice balloon chipper or something like that. You know, even though it's kind of late in the game over here, late in the map, I still feel like he's going to be kind of effective. So let's get a 4th tier ninja as well with distraction action. Now, my glue gunners have not been doing that great of a job, I'll admit it. I feel like the sentry guns shoot a little bit faster, and they're kind of in like a sort of nasty spot right there, so they're causing, you know, a little bit of issues for me. So what is the solution to get rid of these guys? Well, honestly, for a long time, they were just like, we don't know. We're going to try and block them by doing this. We're going to build dams. We're going to do this. So we're spending literally like hundreds of thousands, if not millions, if not maybe even billions of dollars. I don't really know exactly how much money to try and keep these guys out of the Great Lakes, and it's not working. So they were thinking, okay, well, let's do something else. Let's figure this out. What are we going to do? They're like, okay, let's just introduce a really crazy, gigantic, crazy-looking alligator fish to kill them all. So this sounds really bad, right? I mean, we're talking about, by the way, it's not an actual alligator. It's called the alligator gar. And they can get up to 7 feet, I think it was 7 feet long, 8 feet long. Like, one of the biggest fish you've ever seen. I've never seen a fish that big, like what I'm used to around my house, like in the ponds and the lakes around my house. Man, oh man, if you can catch a fish that's a foot long, that's the biggest fish you're you're ever gonna find. We're talking about 8 frickin' long feet fish over here, killing people. No, they're not gonna kill people or anything like that. They actually don't hurt people pretty much at all. I mean, I think, you know, if you stuck your hand in the water and they actually tried to bite you, they could probably do some mega damage to you, but I don't think they'd kill you or anything like that. They're not gonna be sucking you under the water and, like, you know, have rampaging piranhas attacking you all over the place like that. They're not like that. They don't work that way. But on the other hand, they're pretty darn scary looking fish. Like seriously, Google one right now, alligator gar. And you're going to look at that thing and you're going to be like, wow, Chris was not lying. That thing's freaking scary looking. And the reason why they're gone out of this area, by the way, is because they are scary. They used to live here. I live in Illinois, by the way. I live near the Great Lakes, right where, you know, like near Lake Michigan. And basically, they used to live here, but people were afraid of them. They were like, oh, they look like alligators. And you know what? Alligators hurt people. Alligators can kill people. We don't like alligators, so let's get them out of here. That's why they're called the alligator gar, because they look like alligators. So, oh man, I'm down by $41. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I'm actually going to use a few sets of road spikes. Hopefully that's enough. Come on, little ninja buddies. Yeah. And now we can get the Robo Monkey. Alright, so now we got a Robo Monkey. I'm feeling pretty good about this, guys. But still, no 4th year banana farms. No, oh my god, more. Oh my god, it scared me. It's like I don't have enough camera detection right now. Let's get this guy up too. Nice, another 4th tier ninja over here. Keep in mind, though, I still have no camo lead popping power. That's the only thing that I actually don't have right now. I have probably enough popping power, but camo leads, it's going to be rough. So yeah, gigantic, several 100-pound alligator garfish walking up and down all over the place, all in these ponds and these lakes and everything. Is that a good idea? And Illinois / you know, the Great Lakes people are like, F yeah, man, anything to take care of these stupid carp. So these things eat these carp. These carp are big, by the way. I'm not talking about, you know, 10 feet long or anything like that, but they're pretty big. You know, they're like a solid foot long, 2 feet long, you know, when they get to their max height and stuff like that. So they're pretty big. But we're talking about like 7 feet long, you know, predator coming in to take these guys down. I mean, that sounds pretty sweet if you ask me. And, you know, we're basically bringing back a predator that used to exist here. It used to exist. So that sounds like, okay, maybe that's a good thing. But now we don't know what the repercussions will be. We don't know if, like, the ecology of the stuff around where we are is going to be completely affected again. You know, we've kind of gotten used to life without the alligator gar. I don't know the ecology that will change. I don't know if there's going to be any crazy differences or anything like that. And I hope they have some sort of actual ecological studies on this stuff to, you know, confirm that it will not be a big issue to the ecosystems around here. But I think that what they're thinking is no matter what damage this gar does, even if it does do some pretty hefty damage, it's not going to do anything close to the amount of damage that this Asian carp will do. But I have a feeling what's going to happen is they're going to introduce this alligator gar in there. The Asian carp will eventually get into the Great Lakes, and as soon as that happens, boom. Game over, baby. Now we got alligator gars, and we have these Asian carps. And, well, we failed. We sucked it up, we failed. Because you know what, I mean, we're talking about alligator gars here, and these things aren't going to just magically solve the problem. Sure, they're going to catch some of the Asian carp. Will they catch all of the Asian carp? Probably not. You know what people are going to do? People are going to find these alligator gars in, you know, the big lakes and stuff like that. They're going to catch them and be like, oh, this is the coolest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. I have to bring this home. This is the biggest fish ever. And people are going to, you know, I think even though they're probably going to be banned, fishing's going to be banned on these things, people are still going to want to catch them. Absolutely. And people might not know about the bans or whatever. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but if you caught a giant fish that big, I would be excited, you know, I honestly would. I'd be like, wow, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I didn't know this could even exist, because I've never heard of an alligator gar until I heard about this story, by the way. You guys probably haven't either, unless you live in a spot where alligator gars exist, which I don't even know where the heck that is. So anyways, here we go, guys. We need to get some cam detection. It's already around 59, so we got a nice 2-2 Monkey Village. This should be a nice, easy round for us, but now we get a BFB coming out of this next round. So we're going to get our last Monkey Village up. Or not, last banana farm up, sell the Monkey Village, and now we can buy anything that we want. We got 3 banana farms giving us bank over here. Robo Monkey's doing a pretty good job. I have limited balloon popping power, but overall we're doing pretty good. And it looks like we do take them down. Let's get rid of these sentry gunners, sentry guns, get rid of those guys. We don't need them anymore. Screw the glue gunners, I don't need them anymore either. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this gap to 2-3. We're going to go for an Arctic Wind over here. Stop all the balloons. Boom, boom. I still don't even have a 4th tier Arctic Wind or a 4th tier Viral Frost yet. I'm going to go for for a balloon chipper now. So we're actually going to pop a couple. Let's get rid of the boomerang too. Let's pop a couple balloon chippers over here. Let's see, how many can I fit in the range? Maybe like 2 or 3. 1, 2. Again, I want to keep them in the range to keep the cost down, though it's not that important, of course. And it looks like 2 on that side. Alright, so that's going to be a pretty good amount of balloon chippers. Put them on strong, baby. So what are your guys' opinions about this alligator gar over here? I mean, I don't know. I honestly think that it's probably the best solution. As sad as that is, there's just no good solutions to deal with these carp. So that is the best solution in this scenario. Though it's not like, it just doesn't sound good. I mean, like I said, if I was a person who was not very smart or didn't understand a lot about ecology or... So anyways, why is this one different? Oh, because he doesn't have the right side upgrade. Got it. Got confused. I'm like, well, he is 4th tier, though. Why does he look like that? Or if I was like, I don't know, if I had like little kids or something like that, and I wasn't all that knowledgeable about the alligator gar, I'd be really afraid. I'd be like, the government's trying to kill my children by letting these evil alligator fish come up and snatch my kids right up, you know, from off the land over there. Like, you don't know. I mean, if you hear alligator gar, that's just a freaking scary sounding fish right there. You don't know if it's a fish, you don't know if it's an alligator, you don't know what the heck it is. So I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to freak out about these things, and they're going to be calling, like, animal, you know, control and stuff like that, saying there's alligators in their pond, and they're going to try and find the alligator. They're going to find out, oh, it's an alligator gar. That's just what you got to deal with and stuff like that. But I can see how people, you know, that, you know, live by these bigger lakes or, you know, ponds or whatnot, are going to be, like, really, really afraid, and might think that if their kid walks near the pond, they're gonna like get straight up, like, not just like, oh, okay, they go in the water and the alligator, the like thing like bites their leg or something like that. Like, that's bad in itself. But they're thinking that, like, okay, literally like Lake Placid or something like that, where you have this like a cow like standing on like the edge of the water, like, oh no, you know, he's just playing near the water, no big deal, whatever, man. It's just how it works. Freaking gigantic, just monstrous thing just comes up and clamps on them, rips them, throws them in the water, and all you see is blood and it's gone. Yeah, I know. I think I might start off the video with that, because I think people need to frickin' know about the alligator gars, baby. People need to know about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that will happen, but I could definitely see how people could think that. So anyways, I think I'm done with the alligator gar talk. I just want to know what your guys' opinion about that thing is. It's an interesting thing to think about. It's kind of a fun thing to think about, and that's what I want to talk about in some more of my videos. You know, interesting things like that. I actually got a couple more ideas. If you guys have any other ideas on things you want me to talk about, though, let me know, man. I would love to hear about them. Of course, I'm trying to keep you guys entertained, and I think what I need to do is I need to spread out my my talking points a little bit more. The only thing that I don't want to talk about is things like politics. I don't really like politics all that much, or religion. Politics and religion are two things that you definitely should not talk about. The third thing also is money. A lot of people really want to know how much money I make, and I don't. First of all, I'm not even supposed to say. I can actually get in trouble for that. No YouTuber is actually supposed to say. But second to that, it's personal. I mean, I think you guys can understand that that's kind of personal. But the best answer I can give is not as much as you think. I think that's the best answer I can give. So anyways, we're almost done here, guys. We're already on round 75. We got a couple tough levels in here, but at this point we got so many robo-monkeys that it's getting pretty ridiculous. I think we probably won't even have any balloons get, like, past the first little area right there. I mean, maybe against the Zone My God at the very end here. He might sneak through. But, I mean, we got 4 balloon chippers, baby. 4-2 balloon chippers, which, of course, annihilate those big balloons. And then the robo-monkeys just, I don't even know, man. It's just like they disappear. The balloons just disappear, like, right away. So actually, I feel like what I'm doing right now is I'm actually taking more time because the balloon chippers are here. So I'm actually going to delete these guys. I don't feel like it's like taking too much time to kill the balloons. They like slurp them up and they're like chirpity, chirpity, chip, chip. I'm chirping, chipping things over here. I feel like, honestly, if there was a slow, if there was like a slow tower in there, it would be the balloon chipper. He'd be the derp of all of the derpers over there. You know what? Don't get me wrong. I mean, Derpy Hooves is the cutest of them all, and I like her so much. But I can't say that I'm gonna really like the derp balloon chipper. I don't know. He's just too darn derpy to me. He's too derpy. There's a point at which things can get too derpy, and they turn from cute to unsettlingly annoying. And this balloon chipper right here, oh my god, look at the derpalicious action right there. Look at that. Look at that derpalicious action right there. And no, I'm not making fun of mentally challenged people or anything like that. I know a lot of people are probably going to say that. No, I'm not a hater of mentally challenged people, though I've actually talked to very few mentally challenged people in my entire life. Though it's actually kind of surprising, because my girlfriend basically works with a lot of people who are kind of like slow, a lot of kids that are, a little bit on the slow side. And I don't know what the correct term for that is, and I'm not that type of person that I usually try and think of the most politically correct way to say everything. I try and be straight with everybody. I don't mean any offense whenever I say anything. I never mean any offense. I feel like I'm a pretty nice person. And, just because I say one word wrong doesn't mean that I'm like, oh, well, that person, if I say, oh, that guy's retarded, I don't actually mean, oh, my God, that guy's the most evil person in the entire world, and I really wish that he died or something like that. No, that's not what I think. Not what I think at all. But, no, I'm not politically correct with the things that I say usually. Though I do think I'm kind of a nice person overall. So here we go, almost done with this game. I don't even know how I got on that topic, guys. I really don't. I don't know. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 robo-monkeys with an Arctic wind and a couple ninjas as well, just to kind of help out the overwhelmingness of these balloons right here. So actually, with the robo-monkeys, they can pop all the balloons, but they're actually getting somewhere. You know how I was saying a little bit earlier that the balloons are getting nowhere? We just pop them so freaking fast. Here we go, round 85, baby! So this is going to be the end. Oh my god, it's going to get taken down really, really quickly. If you guys enjoyed my alligator garring over here, make sure you press the like button. I promise I'll get you guys some more videos up pretty darn soon, and have a super duper delicious day.